Hey everybody, welcome to our 1540 readings. We have a free reading aspect that will take place after the show. So, stay tuned, all you freebies out there that just have a quick question, yes or no kind of deal. We'll be happy to help you. We're going to toss in a bunch of things today. I don't know, I've got 0 KBS.
And that is Spanish or what?
That is it. Oh, here we go. I don't know. We got some technical issues, tossing in a new moon, putting our intentions out there, what we want to manifest into our lives at this time.
Mercury fucking retrograde come through. We cleared this space of all Mercury retrograde bullshit.
Yeah.
So be gone!
Mercury retrograde's messing with our lives. But that's all right. We're all good. We're high vibing. We can't wait to see you guys in the comment section. I haven't posted any videos in a long time, and I apologize for that. But as we're building up our energies, we're also... Hey, Cynthia! What's up? Be gone! Say be gone!
Hey, Cynthia. Not to mention, like, I don't know as much as for Danny. He's talked to me about it a little bit, but as it comes to my channel, things are going to be changing a little bit. Some things for y'all to look forward to. The format, the content, of course, is going to be Empress of Duality, and we're going to be fucking shit up. But I'm going to have... Look, y'all, I'm going to keep it real. Like I said, Empress of Duality. I'm going to keep it real. I get so burnt out on doing 12 zodiac readings that it makes me not even want to do it. And this is my channel. Well, we're on Danny's channel. But Empress of Duality is my channel, and I want it to flow freely for me and be excited about it. And that's just what it is, y'all. And I love y'all. And y'all will love the content. Ooh, just wait.
Yeah, and this channel's changing too. I know Hi, my name is Danny. This is NCT.
Hi,
that is Brooke, my twin flame in union. And her channel is Empress of Duality. Let's get that out of the way real quick. But this channel is also changing too. But we needed time to establish the union and make it all good and you know, kind of really starting to talk on how we're moving forward and showing up for you guys and taking classes and doing all these things so we can really step into our light work that's
right.
That's coming. So there's all kinds of awesome things happening on both our channels.
Yeah, we're learning a lot in our new, and I totally suggest it to you guys. Oh my god. But I only suggest it to you guys, to be honest, if you are hardcore in serving your purpose, in fucking shifting from your shadow aspects to your divine will and dive into the depths of yourself and your belief systems. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it there. But Bernadette Gold is who is like our mentor now. She does live coaching for us, and we got homework, y'all. Like, we're working hard for you guys on ourselves, because we can only show up for y'all as much as we show up for ourselves.
Very true, very true. And all the great twin flame teachers and mentors and coaches all have mentors and coaches too, so it's time to dive into the journey and really step it up on our part. I know if you are on the twin flame journey, burn that gold, man. If you're on the journey, you're into diving in deep and clearing up some shit. Like, she's definitely worth the...
Hi, Kara. Hi, Michelle.
The good. So, aside from that, happy new moon on Sunday.
Yeah.
In Pisces.
Oh, new moon on Sunday in Pisces during Mercury retrograde. Look, that should tell y'all right off the start that shit gonna get real for a little bit, okay?
Real. That's good, Michelle. Yeah, she's definitely worth it.
Michelle, oh my gosh, she like combines, like, you know, some mentors, a mentor that doesn't know spirituality and like understand higher self and divinity and divine will and just all these different things that we talk about on our channels. It wouldn't serve me to have a mentor like that, and I'm just so grateful that my twin bought that for us
on Valentine's Day.
Right, because I just fucking love her. Oh, she just makes everything click for me, and it's awesome.
So what are we doing here tonight? We're doing a little bit of new moon ceremony. Like, if you don't know, if you're new to the moons, kind of rhetoric. Well, not really a ceremony, but just
so he's lying.
Well, kind of, but not.
I'm just kidding.
Kind of, but not. But she's just lighting me up on live TV. So, yeah. Full moons. Full moons are where we release.
New moon.
I know, but I'm talking full.
Oh.
Full moons are where we release old energies that aren't serving us. We release things in the past that, you know, no longer kind of just run. They don't run with us and they don't belong with us. And we release these things. We release these people. We release, and repeat. New moons is when we've gone through the cycles and the quarters and we've released all that work that we had to do, but now it's time to set intentions for this new moon coming up. And then there's waxing and waning, but I'm not going to get into that. But the new moon intentions that we set really set the stage for how this new moon cycle is going to play out, right? As you go in and with your intentions beyond the new moon, you have the ability to yet again see what's in your life that doesn't fit your path and where you want to go, and you can write those down to release at the full moon ceremony. But I got a deck from Dana. This is one of our beautiful souls that have come to us for a tarot reading, channel message. And in the session, she really felt called to giving us this deck.
I love this fucking deck.
This deck is amazing. So I'm going to read you from the Yasmin Boland Moonology Oracle card book what this new moon in Pisces is all about.
And then I have some channeled messages from Spirit, and I did my channel messages before he even opened this book, and how well they flow together, it just, Spirit never ceases to amaze me.
Oh yeah, it's kind of freaky, but we're used to it. We're getting really used to it now. The one thing I did want to say, we are doing readings tonight. If I didn't say it before, I'll say it again. 1540 readings, $15. I'll get you a 3-card, 1-question quickie tarot reading and channel messages, because you just can't. You just can't keep Severa from bringing the messages through Brooke.
That's my higher self.
But we'll keep it down to about 5 minutes, and then for $40 you get a full mini reading. All hands on deck, all decks on deck, whatever it takes. Those channel messages come through. Hey Lou, what's up, buddy? And as long as it takes, it's gonna take to get you the good that you need from Spirit. Now we do have a free tarot reading component to it, to kind of invite new subbies and stuff like that. So if you like, share, and subscribe, you're more than welcome to
drop a comment, and if we're guided to you, we'll pull a card.
Yeah, and that'll be at the end of the kind of show. So ready to go? Rock and roll? Locked and loaded?
I'm ready.
All right, new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that connect to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment. If that's what you've had before, that's what you're expecting. However, if you're into a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring out the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Attune to the moon. Use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now, especially in a Mercury retrograde. That's all I'm saying. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. This situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Narayana. Okay. And avoid being deceptive or unwillingly deceived. I just kind of always think. Now the teaching, Pisces is the sign of reveries and mysteries, or depths of emotion, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It is the sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is deep like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free rein. Wherever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth. unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not.
Yes, beautiful.
So the messages there really just like, go into your emotions, allow yourself to feel those emotions, and those things that you want to manifest, go into those things and bring up the emotions within you, because when you attach your manifestation to, like, if you attach emotions to your manifestation and they're of high vibration, then that will attract to you. If they're low vibration, well, that'll attract pretty quickly. But you kind of want to stay balanced in that too. And really, it's going to be a trying time for emotions. I know in the springtime too, if you're in north of 40 and you got snow and all that stuff, it can really be a time of, like, spring's coming, but you're at the end of a winter season in the North Americas, and it gets a little heavy, right? And your emotions can run wild. People start breaking up with people, kind of thing, because they just had enough of their shit. Take a deep breath, and know that once we get to the next new moon, which is, I think, in Aries, right?
Don't get me lying.
Man, it'll be a lot lighter. All right, so. I loves tarot. Yes, we will be doing free readings at the end. So what we're doing right now is, if you, well, I guess we could, or do you want
to? After we finish this.
Yeah, after we finish this, we'll kind of like
see if we got any
pick
readings
and choose, see if we got any readings. 1540 readings. You can find out how to get your readings here in this beautiful layout I just popped out. But stick around and we might get to you. I loves tarot.
Right, so for those of you that are just coming in, welcome, obviously, to the Love Vibe Tribe, Empress of Duality, Northern Comfort Tarot, Danny, Brooke, Twin Flames in Union. Mm-hmm. So, we're doing, right now, he just finished kind of tapping into the new moon energy and how it's going to play out for us. Now, oh my God, thank you. I love my nails too. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry, sidetracked.
And they're real.
Yeah. So now I'm going to go into some channeled messages that I got from Spirit. And then after that, we will see if we have any people signed up for personal readings. And if not, yes, we will pull you a card. Beautiful soul. Mm-hmm. Okay. So y'all ready for this? Y'all ain't fucking ready for this. Okay. So first thing I heard from tapping into, and it's kind of just like the energy we've been experiencing and the energy yet to come, okay? Mixed all into one. Because we all experience it at different times, right? Just depends on where we are, where we go, who we're around, when we get triggered, for the energies to kind of hit us. So the first thing I heard, y'all, was emotional turmoil, okay? Heightened emotions. We're talking about Pisces, y'all. Pisces is one of the most complex water signs in the zodiac, okay? I love me some motherfucking Pisces, but when it comes to emotions and complexity and depth, Pisces is all the way there. So, with these emotions and heightened emotions and the emotional turmoil, all these emotions that are coming up, we all know this around here, right? On Northern Comfort Tarot, Empress of Duality, we know that when emotions present themselves to us, it is because we called them to us. It is because we asked to see the things that are hindering us, that are limiting us, our limiting self-beliefs. We ask to see those things so that we can move forward, so that we can more so integrate our higher selves into our reality, right? So they're meant to be felt, y'all. They're meant to be heard. They're meant to be acknowledged. However, with these emotions, like, I wish I had an example, but just like between Danny and I, sometimes he can do things and it just triggers something in me and it has absolutely nothing to do with him. And I start to feel frustrated or like irritated with him, right? If you didn't see the water signs Valentine's Day reading we did, that's my point. So, here's the thing. When those emotions come up in me, when I get frustrated and irritated, for one, the first thing my mind wants to do to protect me is to throw it all on him. It was his fault. He was doing something that was annoying. I don't have the right to be irritated, right? But fuck all that, okay? Throw that to the side. And then another thing that we tend to do when those emotions are triggered is to find distractions, or we get so distracted by the emotion that we completely lose our shit. We completely forget about our higher self. And it's kind of like the phone to spirit. We just hung up on them and all we're focused on is the emotion, right? So watch out for the distractions that will ultimately lead you down a road of frustration, illusion, self-doubt, and stagnant energy, okay? Mm-hmm. So here's the thing, y'all. When we choose to ascend, when we choose to raise our vibration, raising our vibration includes changing our thought forms, which is how we manifest. We think it. Everything that is in this world that you see once started off as a thought. That should tell you how powerful thoughts are, okay? So when we choose to raise our vibration, we're changing thought forms, we're changing emotional patterns, we're changing our habits in the 3D, okay? We have to change all of that. And some of those patterns, y'all, are not that easy to break, especially when there are strong emotions attached to those thought patterns, aka belief systems. A belief is just a thought that you have thought over and over and over and over again, okay? So the reason this comes up is because when we choose a higher path, higher knowing, okay, when we set our intentions, when we're talking to spirit and we're feeling good and like we see everything so clearly, then we come back down into the 3D where it's dense and there's illusions and there's fears and there's doubts and there's everything around triggering you and making you want to go into doubting yourself, okay? The reason these emotions come up is because it's kind of like a test, right? You can call it a test from spirit, but really the only person testing you is yourself. So can you experience the same energy? Energy being the same people treating you the same way? Can you experience the same situations at work that triggered you a year ago and you've done all this self-work and show up differently, right? Can you experience the same energy but show up differently? Yes, we can. Spirit, yes, we can. Because now we have the tools, y'all. We have the tools now. And we have created new belief systems, right? Don't let the illusion of the same energy trigger you to a point of self-destruction, okay? So when these triggers happen, y'all, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all, when it comes to Pisces and this new moon, when these triggers happen, it's not just like a frustrated emotion. It's not just... Some of it is definitely related to self-doubt and self-worth, but it's not just like I'm frustrated, I'm irritated. It's I'm fucking broken right now. Like broken. I can't see anything clearly. My emotions are so fucking strong in me right now. It's like death, baby, death and rebirth. And sometimes death is just fucking painful. And when our ego has that death, it's fucking painful, right? So this is just some energies that I want you guys to be aware of so that you don't get lost in the illusion, so that you don't get lost in the distraction of the emotions. If when these emotions come up, if you could just take one deep breath, just for a fucking second, the anxiety, oh my God, the pain, everything, the frustration, everything is just spiraling inside of you. If you could just take a deep breath and remember when you first felt that emotion that is coming through. That is honestly one of the most significant messages that I channeled tonight. Because if you can remember, if you're having feelings of self-doubt and I can never be good enough, I'm always good, bad, right, wrong, I'm always fucking something up, I'm never worthy enough for people to stay, people I meet are always hurting me, all of that self-talk, right? If you can pull yourself out of that for just a fucking second and listen to the emotions, think back to where you first felt that emotion, look at that person that you were when you were feeling that emotion and look how far you fucking come. And then choose, okay, to detach from those emotions, to release it, to let go, and challenge your motherfucking belief systems, okay? Challenge. Don't be afraid to challenge those emotions. And I don't mean run away from them. I mean challenge them as in, like, question them, right? Seek a higher knowing when it comes to those emotions. And when you challenge those emotions, They're wanting us to challenge the emotions out of compassion for ourselves and how fucking far we've come. Not out of judgment, not out of I shouldn't be feeling this, not out of I feel so shitty, I haven't felt this shitty in a year and I've been doing so much self-expansion, I shouldn't be feeling this way. No, 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 there is no good, bad, right, wrong. Seek a higher knowing and challenge those beliefs and emotions through compassion and love for yourself. And when you just take one fucking toe and dip it in compassion, the whole energy is going to shift for you. The emotions that you're feeling, they're going to release a little bit, right? Because it is the thoughts that we are thinking that create our emotions, okay? So when you're stuck in that thought form and you keep digging yourself down deeper into that hole, you're just lost in the illusion, lost in the distractions of the energy, lost in the illusion of who you were, not who you become, okay? So, also, if you go into the emotional turmoil, you are not fucking weak, okay? It does not take the faint-hearted to do what we do. What we do is not easy. We dive to the depths of humanity, not just ourselves, our many, many past lives, our ancestors, our family members, all of that, y'all, okay? You are not weak for feeling those emotions. You are so fucking strong. And like he said, the emotions are the guide. Logic is not going to work. When did you first experience that emotion that is coming through, okay? And look at that person, look at the beliefs that you had then, look at the beliefs that you have created now, right? And choose to detach from that. Challenge your belief systems. Challenge your emotions. Okay, I'm good.
I'm gonna bust into a story, and we've got 2 on the list already. Beautiful. Elizabeth, and then
I hope
Cynthia.
y'all enjoyed that. I love those messages from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Is it hot in here or is it just me?
It is. Well, you've been busy working.
Jesus.
So my story is like, over the past month, right, I've watched Brooke and so many beautiful light workers kind of going through some stuff and really having it's like a struggle, right, to get back on track and it really put me back in my place to see how far I've come on this journey. Last year, I went through all kinds of shit that led to, what was it? Even like 2 years ago, I was laid off. I was terminated, or sort of terminated, laid off with intention of termination because of some shit that went down at work. I was kind of being bullied by higher ups, kind of thing, and it drove me nuts. And I ended up with PTSD, suffering through those things. I went into a dark night of the soul. And then the skinny of this is like, I just said, enough is enough. I don't ever want to reach the depths of this, because like there was 2 episodes at work that really I had to take time off, and then I had an insurance battle in the court systems that I was going through, and I said, this is enough of this shit. I'm going to do what I'm going to have to do to raise my vibration, to raise my level of awareness, of consciousness, right? So that I never allow myself to get to such a depth of disparity and depression and anxiety and all this stuff. So I started doing the work on myself. The inner journey is something that's not for the light and faint of heart, that's for sure. And light workers, I honor you for this path that you've chosen.
We honor you so much.
Because like, it's a motherfucker. And motherfucker is like the least of the words that I could have said to emphasize that. But through working through all my pains and my traumas and all those things in my childhood that have come up, and I'm still working, will always be working, like to release these things out of my being. But I've noticed a dramatic change, especially when we came into union, on how I not react anymore, but I respond to the things as they come to me.
And there is such a fine difference between reacting and responding.
And that is consciousness in itself, making the conscious choice instead of like being stuck on glide, where your ego has control of the things you do in reacting to what's coming at you, right? So by noticing how I was reacting, and Spirit led me to quite a few amazing turning points in my life to see, oh, I can see these things through triggers. I can see these things coming to me, right? Those triggers were actually my guides to healing. Those things that come up that need to be healed. Those triggers are indicators of like, oh, hi, I'm here still, and I need you to kind of want to pay attention. So fast forward to now, consciousness, right, or being in a higher state of consciousness is truly transgressing through those triggers to a point where you don't react anymore. You respond to things as they come up at you. And the past month, I was just unbelievably astonished at how much change I've gone through and how consciously aware I am of like, my God, there is a different way of living now. You know what I mean? And you see gnarly energies coming at you, and you can even like hold them in your hand and love on them.
That's called consciousness, meaning no matter what anyone does to me, no matter what I do, right, wrong, good, bad, I have the choice of how I process my vibrational indicators. What are your vibrational indicators? How you feel? What's going on with your body? What are you thinking, right? All those things are vibrational indicators, and we can either choose to believe the story that doesn't make us feel good, or we can just detach from it.
When it comes down to brass taxes, and I know it's tax season, that's why I use the pun.
Can you post?
When it comes down to brass taxes, man, you are the only one that's in control of allowing yourself to feel the way you do. And that's a mic drop right there. If you want to, look at Toxic God on top of me. If you want to feel all those lower vibrations and go into a reaction mode to these things, you know, sometimes we have to in order to feel the pain, to reassess and readdress those wounds, right? But we can make the conscious choice to move past that and say, you know what, I felt enough of that. I'm going to put that to rest. And how am I going to deal with this? And then respond to how you're going to deal in each situation. And each day, that's conscious living. So I hope that helps somebody. I don't know. But yeah.
Yes,
thank you guys for listening.
Noticing how you react is so interesting. And sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, sometimes it's kind of a harsh pill to swallow when you realize just how much you are reacting to life and what you are doing, saying, thinking, being, feeling when you are in reaction mode.
Yeah, so that's all I got, guys. That was my little
It helps to dissolve blocks. Yes, that's how you discover your blocks, through your triggers. Yes. So how do we want to do the free?
Well, I know I want to take care of Elizabeth and Cynthia. You want to take care of them?
Alright.
And then, if you guys...
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah.
I should have talked about this before. I don't
know. That's kind of like how... what Jesse was doing it the other day.
I just know if I was watching and I just came in for one card, I probably wouldn't stay to the end.
Yeah, well,
but it's
that's
what it
up to them.
Unconditionally fuck it.
Yeah. So, Elizabeth, do you have a question? What is your question, love? And we'll get to it.
Yes. Also, well,
Melinda, you are on the list. I'm going to add you now.
You know what's another thing, y'all? When your mind just seems to be going crazy and you're not like in a position to be able to like just go and meditate, right? Go jump in the hot tub, go chill out, whatever you do to kind of like seize those thoughts. One thing that I've noticed works pretty good is if you listen to a song and then kind of get that song stuck in your head, and that's all you hear is just like the beat of the music, the song, the lyrics in the background in your mind. It just kind of dissolves all of the thoughts for a little bit. If you like don't have if you're not in the position to like go free yourself from the thoughts. Thanks, Ruth. Appreciate it, love.
Love you, Ruth.
I love getting confirmations from you guys.
Hey Mel, how's it going, love? Gracie girl, okay?
Just really wanted to show you some love. Oh, we love you too, Elizabeth. Thank you.
I love Tara. If you're still in there, we'll squeeze you in between Cynthia and Melinda. How's that?
I have gone through such a death and girl. You ain't lying. The world is my oyster. What does Spirit want me to know as I step into the new?
Cool.
Okay. Spirit, what would you like Elizabeth to know as she takes her next step? Is this 3 card?
Yeah, 3-card pull.
Okay then.
And I got 4, of course.
Okay. So first thing I'm getting, Elizabeth, is for one, the life that you lived a year ago, 6 months ago, whatever, that life is just done, right? Like you don't even get any thrill out of the things that you used to do. You don't find any peace, which was really a distraction from your emotions, from Spirit guiding you to where you needed to go. You don't find any peace around those people and those situations anymore, right? So for one, Spirit congratulates you for the transformation that you have gone through in such a short fucking time. Like, yes, I see you. And when it comes to, which I just got a short message and then you can go, but when it comes to taking your next step, know that adjustments are required. Maybe seeing things differently, maybe the plans that you made and setting goals, right? Making plans and setting goals. However, you can be specific with your intention and say, Spirit, I want this in my life. Or I want a fulfilling relationship, job, partner, friend, whatever, right? You can set those boundaries. However, don't let your ego filter your reality so that you can't see when Spirit is sending you someone or something or an opportunity, right? That's why adjustments are required, because our ego will lie to us. Our ego will block our vision and block our sight, and we won't be able to see the opportunities that are presented to us. So when it comes to this next step, yes, set specific intentions, make plans, take action, even if it's just baby steps too, especially with this new moon. It's bringing things literally into reality by little bitty steps, whether that's journaling and creating a format for what you want to create, journaling and creating a story of the relationship that you want to build, right? I lost the last message. Oh, and don't think that it has to look and be and feel a certain way, because some people that you might come across or some opportunities that you might come across to you as kind of triggering, or you may go into doubting yourself a little bit or doubting the person, but they're wanting you to take a step back and, is it really that I can't trust this opportunity, or is it my ego coming in trying to protect me? Okay, there's a big difference there. And also, you might want to rewatch what I just said, because they're saying that you might be able to hear it differently later. Because that was a lot of information all at once. Thank you, Spirit. Okay.
Elizabeth?
You're up, baby.
I pulled a bunch of cards, so don't worry, love. But yeah, I know you're part of the Love Vibe tribe. You get a little extra something special.
Adjustments are required, just in case you wanted to see, and I wanted to show up my nails.
The things that you've went through, you were processing because they were holding you back from the Ten of Cups energy, right? That filled with love and accomplishment and like the true happiness that you deserve. They were holding you back, and they no longer. These things needed to take place in order to open you up to the new. A phase where you can breathe, you can be grateful, and they're trying to show you why, and it's coming, right? It's coming as you step into your power, as you make the choices on this new path, or